Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at the real XL Trevenant. Before I use my regular one, and a few of you were telling me that it's perfectly fine to use a non-XL Trevenant in the Open Ultra League because it is going to have a better attack product. This one's going to be a bit bulkier, so let's take a look and see what it does here. We're going to be leading with the Ninetales, Alolan, of course, and we do have the Empoleon in the middle. Now, we're going to be switching up this team here in a bit. We're going to take off the Empoleon and put on Nidoqueen. We're going to even take off, I think, Empoleon and put Machamp. And we're even going to be using the Heisenberg team for just a couple of battles, just because I just wanted to mix it up. I started to encounter a lot of scrafty in the back with this specific team that we're seeing currently, which scrafty in the back will give us trouble because of the dark typing, the ghost, as well as the steel type Empoleon, right? So we're not going to be in a good position once that Ninetales is out. So I had to make a few adjustments. Now, for the Heisenberg team, we already know it's going to be Empoleon, Ninetales, and then Machamp. But what I'm going to be doing is actually using Payback Machamp instead of the Rock Slide, just to see what happens. You're going to see a very interesting situation here. But with that said, I hope everybody is hyped and excited for Go Battle Night, which is going to be on the 1st of November, starting at, I do believe, noon, your time. And it's going to be going to 11:59 p.m. local time. It's going to be the same day, the Day of the Dead, but the Day of the Dead event is going to be lasting 2 days, and you could potentially just get your battles done and then go grind it out. It's not like this Day of the Dead event is going to just be exclusively during the day. You can go out and play during the night or whatever the case may be. But with that said, it's looking pretty good. Now, if you're trying to do all your battles in a timely manner and you got a pretty good score, you don't probably need to tell me, or you don't need me to tell you this, but you may want to tank your score if you've already hit Legend. I don't know, whatever the situation may be for you. I'm not trying to tell you to tank right before you're hitting Legend. You know, you're not going to listen to my word if that's the case. I'm just giving you some advice. Come Go Battle Night, if you got a high elo, you're not going to be able to finish your battles, right? Just a heads up. Personally, what do I want to do? Well, I am in a weird position. I could have potentially hit Legend yesterday, today. I'm not going to say that I intentionally hindered my score to lose so we can keep our score this way. It's just working out. I'm just fluctuating between 2,800 points around that area. Probably want to drop a little bit lower for Go Battle Night, but if I can't finish all my battles and I hit Legend, I'll take that, really, honestly. I've got a ton of Stardust. I would love more, but finishing all your battles is absolutely insane, especially if you're going to have a high elo. You're never going to be able to do it. With all that said, make sure you turn on a star piece and get that dust. So we have a Scrafty in the back, 2 shields. Okay, let's see how this works out here. So we're going to go for the Seed Bomb, okay. Now, you could go for Shadow Ball when shields are down if they are within the Shadow Ball range, okay? If that's like, you know, the win con is for you to land that Shadow Ball and then they KO you with the next couple of counters or whatever the case may be. So as you can see, it's doing a little bit more damage. I found it to just be more efficient. I figured they're going to go for another foul play here. If they bait me, then that's great, I guess, but they're going for foul play. Bringing in the Empoleon, and I figured this was the play right here. So we shield this up, and then we'll have enough energy to take out that last Pokemon here. Well, I didn't know what it was going to be, but it's a Nidoqueen, so great. Let's go. And it's lagging. What do you know? It's lagging right when we're about to hit one of the finishing blows there. That was very interesting, right? I know. It's so crazy how it lags right when you're about to win. Next battle, let's see what we're going to be met with in the lead here. Machamp Shadow. All right, we've seen this 100 times. It looks like we're going with the Empoleon in the back to pull those fighters up. Ooh, some puttering going on here. Okay. All right. Go Battle League. It's awesome. Going for the Weather Ball here because, I don't know, they puttered. Who knows how many counters they got in there. So they're going for a Cross Chop. We got a shield out of them. We're using a shield ourselves. Going for another Weather Ball here. And I think we let this go. Yeah. It is a Rock Slide. They do take us out, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and bring in Trevenant and farm down here. With energy, I think we're looking pretty good. I'm sure they have a counter. Well, they're going to be bringing in a Melmetal. That's interesting. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball here. Now, the Thunderbolt or Rock Slide's neutral damage. Superpower is obviously resisted. The Thunder Shock is resisted. Rock Slide is still doing a good amount of damage without stab. Melmetal is just one of those crazy Pokemon that spams really good charge moves here. So I think we shield this up. Farm down, and maybe they're going to swap. They have their own Trevenant. Got a little nervous. It's getting a little nervous here. So we're going to go ahead and throw this. Hopefully we get a shield. Beautiful. Swapping into our Empoleon, which they cannot KO us with the Shadow Ball. I don't even think they're at a Shadow Ball quite yet. Or never mind. What am I even talking about? What do I even know what I'm doing over here? All right, we're going to go ahead and throw the drill peck to almost take them out. Come on. Oh, gosh. Now we can win, potentially. What we're going to do is throw in our Trevenant. Maybe get a little bit of farm here. Can we take the win? All right. That was a damn close one there. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see and what team are we going to be using? Met with a Giratina, and we have the Machamp. Now, this Machamp, I do believe, like I said, has the Payback. So they're swapping into a Cresselia. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Trevenant here because, well, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, right? We're going to be getting a shield out of them. You can take a Future Sight. You can take a Moonblast. More than likely, they'll have a Moonblast. Be careful for a Grass Knot bait, which is, do I need to say, not very effective to the Trevenant. And, well, that's going to be... All right, so we're calling it. That was beautiful. Let's go. And we're going to go ahead and throw another Shadow Ball here. Hopefully they let it go through. And they're using 2 shields. Technically, that's not horrible. So I think I do shield this up. Get to the Shadow Ball. Hopefully, you know, waiting for them to not catch. Okay, beautiful. If you want to catch a Shadow Ball, hey, by all means, be my guest. We're going to be able to take them out. They are shieldless. Coming in here with an Escavalier. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Machamp, of course. So this is fine. If we use a shield here, that's perfect. We have a what? Giratina in the front. And we also have Payback. So they're swapping. We have Payback on the Machamp. What I should have done here was... Well, I didn't need to do this. It would have been interesting to throw the Payback. We've seen the damage. It basically almost KOs the Giratina with the Shadow Machamp. Hitting it with the Payback, it brings it down to very low red. About what you're seeing on screen here is what the Payback would have done to that Giratina. But we're just going to continue on. And we don't need to shield any of these moves because Giratina doesn't hit hard. Dragon Claw's resisted. Shadow Sneak is not really too troublesome. So we're looking fine. XL Alolan Ninetales is absolutely disgusting. So they're going to be bringing in their last Pokemon, which is going to be the Escavalier. We're going to be going for those Weather Balls here. Swapping into our Machamp. Now, I flex. Yeah, I do. I go straight for the Payback, and I think we still have 2 shields left. Or no, 1 shield. Sorry. And yeah, definitely didn't need to throw that extremely hard-hitting move. That was a little bit overpowered. Next battle, we're met with a Politoed here. Now, I don't know what charge move this has. Now, it's one of those battles where it does not even match up with the Pokemon that I have in the back. We have a Machamp. Machamp's moves are not resisted or super effective to Politoed. Same with Politoed's moves. So, it's one of those, you know, things where I was talking about, and people that don't like to say that the algorithm is real, these are the battles that they look for. All right, well, where's the lineup? Where's the lineup here? Hey, did I say it was 100? No, I didn't. All right, anyways, we're going to be letting it go through all of this. I think we do shield this up and go for a Dazzling Gleam here. I was expecting a potential Snipe, meaning that, you know, they're going to throw in a Pokemon and take me out with a little bit of health I had left with all that energy, but we're able to land that, swapping into our Machamp. I don't know how good of a call this was. We'll have to see how this battle does play out. We still have Payback. They have one. Oh, this one. All right, Giratina. Here you go. Here's your example. We missed it last time. Let's go ahead and throw Payback. Look at that. Look at that. I wasn't lying when I said it brings it down to about that much yellow health, red health. They're going to be taking us out. We're going to go ahead and bring in Trevenant to farm down here. Unfortunately, they're going to be throwing a charge move. Is it going to be Dragon Claw? Fine. Dragon Claw, we'll take it. No problem at all. Coming out of this with energy, as well as a shield left. They have a Lapras in the back. This is not great at all. I think we're going to lose this. Yeah, we're losing this one. So we make a simultaneous swap. They already know. I have to say, that was a good swap there. That was a good swap. That was so random. And yeah, we shield this up, farm down, try to get off a Shadow Ball. At least we tried to pull this off, but it's not going to happen. The quick move on the Lapras is going to take us out, or a Surf here. Yep, that too. Well, good game. You got me. You can't win them all. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to be using for our team? Nidoqueen will be making an entrance. Now, Jellicent. We already discussed how we're still using Heisenberg. So this is like one of the most annoying Pokemon for this team. That's why Payback Machamp is going to be key here. Not only that, we have the Dazzling Gleam Ninetales, which is going to be our biggest combat to the Jellicent, as it's going to be able to hit it pretty hard with that Dazzling Gleam damage. Now, that is with an attack drop as well, because they did go Bubble. Now they're going Shadow Ball. As you can see, Ninetales just tanking that Shadow Ball like nothing. You gotta love it. Let's go. And if you don't know by now, this is in the Open Ultra League, so XL Pokemon are everywhere. I got an XL Ninetales here. That's an XL Jellicent. They're going for Bubble. We survive and get off a Weather Ball. Don't think this is going to be enough. Maybe it is. Let's see. They debuffed us twice, and we take them out with 1 HP. Are you joking me? That couldn't be more clean. I honestly couldn't say that could have been a more clean takeout. We finish them off with 1 HP. They can't farm us. We come in here with the Empoleon. The threat is gone. I mean, Machamp in the back, we're ready to go with this duo here. So we're going to be just Hydro Canning this. Still holding on to the shields. We will be shielding up this next one. And I think I'm going to be... Oh, I don't think. We're going to swap into Machamp here in a moment. So we get this off, and then I think we swap right after this. Pretty sure this is the battle. All right, here we go. Now, I could have probably tried to catch a Dark Pulse, but at this point, I figured the hell with it. I'm just going to go and farm them down. You can hit me with an Aerial Ace. What do you have in the back? It is going to be a Ninetales. Now, this is where having Rock Slide would have been absolutely a beautiful thing. So that is a situation where you're going to be in trouble. Going up against Charm users, Fairy types, having no Rock Slide and counter Cross Chop and Payback, those are all resisted, right? So you're just going to be left vulnerable. But going up against those dark types. Yeah, dark types, you're going to mess up. But Ghosts with Payback, absolutely amazing, as you've seen. One of the tankiest Ghosts. You almost one-shot. So we are going to be able to build up to 2 Hydro Cannons and take out this Mandibuzz barely. Are you kidding me? We survived with about 2 HP. That was a clean win there. On to our next one. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that like button, folks. It really does help me out. Please tell me this Charizard has Dragon Breath. Beautiful. If the Charizard has Dragon Breath, you're going to be in a good position. Now, if it has Fire Spin, it's going to be obviously not great for you because it's super effective damage, and it's going to be charging faster as well. But you're still going to be able to kind of do the Talonflame thing, right? Where your Weather Balls are still hurting that Flying Fire pretty good, as you can see here. So 1-to-1 shield, we're going to be able to spam Weather Ball at a pretty fast rate. They're going to be swapping to catch this here. What was that they swapped into? The Cresselia. We're going to go ahead and bring in our old Trevenant here and have a little fun. As much as I would have loved to bring in Machamp, it would have been an obvious payback charge move that we were trying to get off. And why would I do such a thing when we have Trevenant? So we're going to go ahead and let this Moonblast go through. Because they let the Shadow Ball go through, we're going to go ahead and farm down as well. That's beautiful. Bringing in the Charizard. It looks like we were trying to hit that Seed Bomb as soon as we could, but this is going to be a Dragon Claw, so we're letting it go. Getting to the Seed Bomb here just to do chip damage, I suppose. And not quite taking them out. They retreat into a Meganium, and I try to get to a Shadow Ball, and they farm me down, and that's a lot of farm with a Vine Whip Pokemon, okay? You already know. So we're not looking the best. We're not looking the worst. I go in with Machamp really quick, and I swap out into Ninetales because I wanted to farm up a little bit with the Machamp. So here we go. You know, Frenzy Plants are disgusting. I'm getting a little nervous, but I feel like we could potentially pull this off. Fingers crossed. Let's see here. So we got a Frenzy Plant. Okay. Can we get to it? Come on. All right. So we're able to get to another one. For some reason, I feel like... I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to build up to an extra because their last Pokemon was down. So they had the Frenzy. But if they would have thrown that on the Ninetales, they would have had no energy to take out the Machamp. So they were trying to build up to 2. Right. Next battle, met with a great lead. Giratina, they swap into a Drapion. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Machamp with Payback the entire time, I do believe. And yeah, it's a good situation here. So we're going to let this first one go through. If it's Sludge Bomb, so be it. It is a crunch and no debuff. Fantastic. Now, I do believe we will shield this one up, even if it's another crunch. I just don't care. I just want to preserve the health. Since they've used the shield themselves, if they want to double up, then I will double up as well. And hopefully we can farm up the Payback and then take out the Giratina. That's not the case. They let it go. Fantastic. Bringing in Togekiss. Rock Slide in this case wouldn't really matter. We had no energy. Bringing in the Ninetales, Trevenant's going to be able to handle the Giratina here if they decide to swap after this, and we're looking just perfect. They're not going to be able to take out my Ninetales. If they have Flamethrower, that's going to do a lot of damage, but it may KO. But we're going to go ahead and swap into our Trevenant. And we're going to let this go through. Flamethrower or not, I don't care. Oh, we're shielded up. Wait. Okay, I just wanted to showcase the XL Trevenant. Okay, I guess that's fine too. So we're getting that through. It's just sweeping up. They stop attacking. They're like, yeah, you know. You know those situations. You just throw the phone. Or just put it down, just stop attacking, like, yeah, whatever. All right, good game. On to our next opponent, met with a Swampert, and I'm going to say Earthquake, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to say Earthquake on this thing here. So we're going to go ahead and just go for the Weather Ball. I mean, as much as I would love to get off a Dazzling Gleam, that's not what you want to do here. And they're going straight Earthquake. Now, the reason why they do that is because they know we're going to probably let that first charge move go through. And if they can sneak in that Earthquake, doing a lot more damage than the Hydro Cannon, well, they're looking pretty here. And now they can just hit us with a Hydro Cannon without having to hit us with potentially 2 and then shielding 1 up as well. All right, so we're getting the last shield out of them. We have one shield ourselves here. I do believe we just want to let this go. I don't think, yeah, we don't want to use that last shield. That's fine. You can win swap in this shieldless situation. Bringing in the Trevenant, they immediately swap into a Lapras. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Machamp here. We will let this Surf go through. We will survive with plenty of health left, while the Machamp is going to be dishing out massive damage here. Going to go for that cross chop, building up a little bit of extra energy, hoping I can counter down at this point. Let's see. 1, 2, and unfortunately, freaking no. Damn, that sucks. Well, we're going to go ahead and let the Machamp go down here, and hopefully Trevenant's going to be able to handle everything in the pack, judging upon the Pokemon that we've seen in the front. Let's see. But I highly doubt it. I'm sure they got something to counter it, and there it is. Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really counter Trevenant. It is something that can combat it to some degree, but with shields down, it's not going to be looking too good for them at all. And since the Swampert has Earthquake and Hydro Cannon, we don't really have to worry about saving a shield. But I guess I'm going to save a shield anyways because I'm flexing a little or whatever the case is. All right, so now we do want to shield this up. Now I'm getting a little nervous that they might have another Hydro Cannon here. All right, that's why we saved the shield. And then we'll just be able to Shadow Claw or at least get off a Bullet Seed. Not very effective to the Giratina Ghost Elephant. Taking the win. Okay, Trevenant putting in that work as an XL. Let's go. Now, the difference between the XL and the regular one, I honestly couldn't tell you. I really don't even remember the first Trevenant battles. You can go watch it, but there's definitely different situations that they can handle separately for the XL and then for just the regular one, right? I couldn't tell you which one was better from using it, right? Anyways, going to be met with a Shadow Drapion in the lead here. So this is interesting. We're letting it all go through, just calling it. And we're not hitting the Dazzling Gleam because we want to kind of get all these shields from them. I think they're going to get, oh my gosh. All right, so now we're going to shield and we're going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. But watch what happens. I think they try to catch a Weather Ball. They throw in a Scrafty and I throw Dazzling Gleam. I just couldn't be any happier. One-shotting the thing that's really annoying to our team that was previously used. But now that since, you know, we have a Nidoqueen, so let's get it. They're going to be going for Aqua Tail as we do bring in our Nidoqueen. They're probably feeling a bit of hope here as this is going to be able to spam us. And the both Pokemon that we do have in the back are not going to want to see this. Trevenant doesn't want to see no Dark type. Are you kidding me? So we're just going to go ahead and let it take us out. That's fine. Can we get to... Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe I got to this Poison Jab. Now watch what happens here. I personally think that the Ninetales can't take a quick move. We're not going to get to a charge move. Since we lowered the defense, Weather Ball is going to be doing a lot. We're not going to be able to build up to no Dazzling Gleam. So we go in with Trevenant, we bring in the Ninetales, and I honestly was trying to catch. I didn't think I had a Weather Ball ready to go, but we were able to land that, which is going to be big. I don't know if we could have won if we didn't land that. Yeah, we lowered the defense, but they got Dark Pulse. That's going to pretty much one-shot us. And we shield it up, and they back out. We take the win. Wow. That was awesome. Let's get it. On to our next battle here. And we're going to be met with a Talonflame. So we've seen this before. You will lose this matchup with your Ninetales. You definitely will. But hope is not lost. All right. Do we have the Ninetales? Or, I mean, the... do we have the Ninetales? It's all on screen. I meant to say the Empoleon. Because the whole play is to, you know, do a lot of damage. Get a shield. Make them take us out. Okay, get shield for shield. And then right before we hit Weather Ball, they throw the Flame Charge, and then we go in with the Empoleon and farm down. We have Ninetales, so or, I mean, why do I keep calling Ninetales? Nidoqueen, so we're going to go in with that. We're not going to be able to farm down, and we definitely don't want them to hit another charge move, so we're going to go ahead and just take them out. They're going to be coming in here with a Registeel, so we immediately swap into our Trevenant, and just hope for the best and potentially something in the back that we can handle here. They go for a Flash Cannon, obviously, because you already know. Focus Blast is not very effective. So we're just carrying on here. I think I do shield this up. All right. So this is where I get confused. So I swear they had energy later on in the battle. So let's pay attention. They just used that energy. They got a little bit here. A little bit more, a little bit more. All right. So they're almost to another Flash Cannon. All right? Or am I crazy? They retreat. So what? A couple of more lock-ons. All right? And then they would get to a Flash Cannon. Just remember that. So we swap. We're up against a Cresselia with our Nidoqueen. This is... I could be good. It could be bad. Okay, Grass Knot. All right, so no Future Sight. So we're going to go ahead and throw Earth Power. After getting off the Poison Jab, this is going to be doing a lot more now because we've lowered the defense. This is good. This is really good. If we can go in here and farm down with our Trevenant, I think we're going to be okay. So we bring it in, farm down, fantastic. Now watch this. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, I guess they were probably almost at flash cannon. Never mind. They probably needed like 1 or 2 more lock-ons before they had it. So yeah, I thought they were just giving me the win, but it looks like, yeah, they needed some more energy. Next battle, we're going to be met with Amandabuzz XL, and this is what we love to see with Ninetales. This is a chef's kiss lead right here. This, Giratina, Trevenant, Swampert, no, not really, right? Not really. Or whatever grass types are all going to be great. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Weather Ball here. Unfortunately, could have went for the Dazzling Gleam, but you already know. Like we always say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever. All right, so we're just going to carry on. Now, the reason why I keep going Weather Ball here and not Dazzling Gleam is because I was expecting a shield at some point. And if anything, we're just going to be able to come out of this with 2 Weather Balls, as you can see. So the play that I did was still fine. Sure, we could have almost one-shotted them with Dazzling Gleam, but who cares? So they're bringing in an Empoleon. We have energy for a Dazzling Gleam, which is going to put a big dent into that Empoleon. Very nice. Not quite half health, but doing quite a bit. As much as I wanted to go for another Dazzling Gleam, we're not going to be able to get there. So we just throw a Weather Ball, and we bring it down to about half health or less, which is not damn bad for a Charm user. Or a Fairy type. Okay. At least Ninetales. Alright, so they're swapping after we shield up a Drill Peck. And I do believe they still have a little bit of energy on that Empoleon, so we have to consider that. Swapping into the Nidoqueen after we did do a good chunk of damage to that thing. For some reason, they're just holding on to them shields, and I'm personally saying, hey, go for it. Now I'm getting nervous, but this is, yeah, it has to be another Seed Bomb. It's not going to KO. Beautiful. We're going to do some nice damage and lower their defense here. We're finally getting a shield out of them. Sounds good to me. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Trevenant. We take them out because of that lower defense. In comes Empoleon. And, well, looks like we're good to go. They're not going to be able to get to another Drill Peck, so they just let that first one go through to just finish off the battle. Good game. On to our next opponent. This is, I do believe, a very weird battle. I don't know if they just got nervous or maybe. I don't know if this is the one I'm thinking of. All right, so anyway, they swap into Swampert after they saw my Ninetales lead. They let the Seed Bomb go through. I actually think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen with somebody who has 2 shields. Yeah, I think that personally with my battles, yeah. All right, so they're bringing in Giratina as expected here. We're just going to go for Shadow Ball. I mean, when you're ahead, you can bait if you want to, but look, I mean, look at that. This is why I said I think I don't know if they were nervous or they just miscalled. Sometimes that happens, right? And it has nothing to do with the opponent. You know, they try to call if you're going to bait or not. And sometimes you just have horrible games where you just don't call it. And it's nothing to do with you. It's just you didn't hit that 50-50 odds. Simple as that. So don't hold it against yourself as if you're some sort of horrible person at Go Battle League who doesn't know how to call, right? Now Athena's barking and it's distracting me. Well, okay. All right, had to go downstairs and see what my furry alarm was barking at because, you know, dogs aren't wrong sometimes. Anyways, just somebody walking around backyard or something. All right, so if you're wondering, why do you keep going for the Poison Fang? All right, because I wasn't trying to play some stupid mind games, okay? Shield this, block this, build up to Earth Power. They shielded after I went for like 2 Poison Fangs, so I decided to hell with it. I'm just going to lower your defense, Poison Fang you. And look at the lag right there. Very interesting. So we're going to go ahead and 2-shield flex because I got really pissed off at that lag. I was like, could have been the game, could have been you. I don't know. I'll call it on the game. We'll go ahead and 2-shield flex and Dazzling Gleam your Melmetal. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
finally here! Fantastic!